We are the champions. You are the losers. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Whoa, tripping over things. And I didn't turn my thing around so I can actually see what the hell I'm doing. Hello everyone, welcome to Fabulous Good News. Good news about the Xbox One. So, Microsoft has finally stopped shooting themselves in the fucking foot. So, currently, as of now, DRM is radically changed. Now, when you get the system, you have to do a startup that will require you to be connected to the internet once, and then after that, never again. So, only a startup, and after that, it never has to be on the internet again, ever again. The mandatory installs are gone. Discs will work normally. You can play off the discs, you can share them, let other people play them and stuff. Now, what I find funny about this announcement is certain articles put it away where they're like, but some of the good features we will actually put again had to be removed because of these demands of insanity. So basically, the whole 10 family sharing thing's out. Personally, I don't see that as a bad thing. I guess if you are looking to save a lot of money whoring out with other people, I guess that's bad, but I'm happy enough. I've bought plenty of games going to New York and shit and visiting friends, so I don't have a problem with that, so that's just not hurting my feelings. And, what was the other thing they said they had to take out? I can't remember. No news about the Kinect. I know some of the people I talked to have still expressed interest of whether or not the Kinect is still required. I have heard nothing about that. I've looked at multiple articles, the official, Microsoft, and other ones. There has been no formal response about the Kinect stance right now. Seeing as the internet is not required, I would think that would probably be another thing to step back on. But no word on that. All the games, the launch games, have been confirmed to need day one patches. So apparently, I guess it's too late for the discs to fucking, I guess they always production the living fuck out of them or something. So it looks like they will require day one patches, so that kind of sucks, but hey, at least we're getting some of our fucking consumer rights here. These is starting to look better. I personally would like the Kinect thing to go myself, but I'm not so bewildered to throw a rag over it either. So far, this is looking much better. The online startup thing doesn't bother me as much. That's a lot more reasonable, to be honest. Just to check that there has been no tampering or anything at the get-go. And then from there, it's all good. That's reasonable to me. Because I do agree, most people have the internet, but not everyone does. But, on one end, a lot of people can find somebody they can, a lot of people know other people that may have internet. So, it wouldn't be hard to just, get the internet for, go visit your friend, internet it up for the startup, and boom. So, it's looking more reasonable. It's still a little suckage, because that still will affect some people. That's still, hopefully maybe they'll find a better system for that, because, I could see on one hand, what really pissed me off was, I was an avid Final Fantasy XI player a long time ago, and I knew people who were playing Final Fantasy XI in Afghanistan. Laggy as hell, but they were actually playing it. Now, I can understand the logic that obviously for them to have that 360, it most likely have already been used and played and stuff, so it's already went through the set. But, you know, if you really live in a really nowhere land with no one with internet, it's kind of difficult still. So, hopefully they might be able to do something, maybe set up something with game stores or that, where they can do the startup there at their store or something. But I still think that is a much reasonable step for us from where the fuck they was with this originally, like way up here. Way fucking up there. So I think it's going in the right direction. Am I going to get one? Maybe. It's in the realm of possibility. Possibly. Obviously, I ain't doing shit until this thing actually hits the fucking store, and I can see whether they're fucking telling truth or, oh, we, kind of white lied about that or something. It's like, it could be in the realm of possibility if this is all checking out, looking good and everything. This is looking much better. This is looking like a possible console, maybe. But, you know, only time will tell. Obviously, Microsoft has a lot to deal with, though. Their system is still $100 more than the PS4, so they still have to contend with that. And since they're backpedaling some of the actual good things that were on Xbox One, which to me ain't actually really a big deal to me, but I could see some people actually liking some of those features. The sharing thing, I know a lot of people are like, yeah, I'll share. I got 10 friends, we can all hold out each other's games, each other and stuff, that. So, and obviously, that's most likely a move of like, oh, you ruined it all for everyone, go bicker among yourselves kind of strategy. I have to agree with someone I read that said that Microsoft is potentially trying to get consumers to fight themselves because they just witnessed something that fearfully has not happened very, very often lately. Well, a gigantic tidal wave of consumer feedback just went poof. It was so big that even ignorance couldn't ignore it. So, don't let that piss you off. It is kind of a dick move, but I don't think it's a huge thing to be worried about. And if it was something you actually wanted, I'm sorry that it's gone. But all I could say is I would say we'll bail off, really. I really think, because I'd rather have ownership of the fucking game and be able to play it whenever I want instead of fucking, you know, for like 10 years and then the system's bricked. So I think it's looking positive, not completely. After all, it's still kind of wishy-washy, you know. It's day one announcement stuff. There might be more changes and stuff. Something I found very interesting on the main page, though, is, and this was not detailed or bold on the main Microsoft page for this information. They had the DRM and the used game thing bolded, but it said there was no regional restriction. Now, that could be taken two ways. One, the first idea popped in my head was, oh, it's region-free. But, of course, there's the other thing is if you remember the 21 country launch thing where they were saying if you import it to a country where they weren't getting in and plugged it in and it wouldn't work. Because it'd be like, this ain't a legitimate country for this system, blah, blah, blah. So, it could be referring to that potentially too. I would be very interested to see if it actually is basically saying it'll be region free, like a PS3, basically, or technically the 360 had region protection, but it was optional. But apparently Microsoft really liked pushing it on people for some fucking damn ass reason. Well, everyone in Japan, but no one in fucking America. I don't even really get that, but whatever. But it would be interesting to see if it actually is region free. But if it's just referring to the 21 country launch thing, then, well, I guess that's something that wasn't what I was hoping. Used wise, there will not be mandatory installs. Discs will work like they do normally, like now. Like in this day and age, you pop it in, you play it, and you pop it out. You acquire the disc to play, and you can share it. You can resell in that. But you can't, you know, where they said it would be connected to your information, you know, you can go to someone else. You forfeit that with a physical copy. Digitally, they'll still allow you to do that with digital titles. But if you have a physical game, you got to physically bring it there, which, like I said, I don't see that as a big deal. I just feel it's a move where they're trying to be like, oh, you took these features away. We better make them feel sad. Okay. But, I think it's all good steps in the right direction. But Microsoft still has problems, even if they fix all these. There's still $100 more. And that's another reason why I think the Kinect, though they've said nothing, I think there might be a good chance the Kinect might be thrown out the window, too. I mean, the idea was that, you know, it would monitor things secretly connected to the internet. You know, with no internet requirement, if you're not connected to the internet, obviously the Kinect can't do anything. So, I don't see it having any function. Get what I mean? I mean, the people worried about spying on you, if it's not connected to the internet, it's not doing anything. So, why would it have to be required anymore? So, I think if Microsoft was smart, because it's pretty obvious the Kinect thing is a part of the price tag when they announced it. So I think they'll probably slice it off or make two bundles, one with or without, and go with that. And I think that would be a smart move for them in their counter to lowering the price to combat the PS4. PS4 is still looking better in my opinion, but I will give props, Microsoft. You are shaping the Xbox up to be a little better than what you fucking launched as a whole monstrosity. But it's only day one of the news, like I said, so we still have to wait for new information. Hopefully we'll find out a little more about the Kinect and see better information and things. And maybe hear that they actually don't have to have day one patches on the games. But that's another time. We'll have to see what happens in the coming days. I would keep your ear full. And, yeah. Anyway, Cheerios. And remember, everyone, if it's absolute bullshit, call it bullshit. Let's praise the sun for victory. We are the champions. Ow, I just tripped over a plastic wand.